Yeah, here it is. Because this is the perfect time for this. Because when I read this, it's from one of my favorite people, Emily Solberg,
Hmm.
and she has shower arguments with Emily Solberg. So bear with me because I really liked the way this was written and it was no BS.
Okay.
What is it going to take? What is it going to take to convince some of you that we do not exist in a vacuum, that we live in an economy when it is literally impossible to isolate ourselves? I've given up trying to explain that you should care about others, that you should have compassion and empathy for them. Basic human decency would go such a long way right now. But in the absence of that, let me explain to you how you actually stand to lose when other people suffer. Because it's a whole different level of make believe to assume that just because something isn't happening directly to you, you won't experience the secondary and tertiary effects. Let me break it down. Uh, Let me break down a perfect example. SNAP benefits. You don't receive SNAP benefits. That means you won't be affected if they go away, right? Absolutely wrong. 1 in 8 Americans receives benefits from SNAP, over 40 million people. SNAP spending makes up around 12% of grocery sales. So, when those benefits stop, people won't buy as much food at the grocery store, which means the grocery store won't make as much money. Well, guess what? That grocery store isn't just going to take the hit. They're going to raise prices to compensate for the loss of revenue, which means, dun dun dun, we all pay even more for our groceries. Let's dig even deeper. With fewer people buying food, the farmers who make that food can't sell their crops. They lose money. Demand for people and trucks who transport food goes down, and grocery stores don't need as many employees, so staffing cuts are made. Restaurants also don't get as much business, so they start laying off workers. Crime goes up when some people must literally resort to petty theft to get food. Hospitals will see more sick and malnourished patients, and wait times at the ER will be longer. Even pets will suffer. Literally, every industry is affected, which affects all of us. We all have a vested interest in making sure everyone has enough food. I do not understand why this is such a hard concept for people, and I will never be able to see how people can be so selfish or ignorant as to think that what happens to others doesn't matter for them. Like it or not, we're in this together, unless you literally are in the wealthiest top 1% of the population. For those of us who aren't, it's costing us each on average $36 a year to fund SNAP benefits. Yet we pay at least $1,000 a year for corporate subsidies. So maybe, just maybe, we've worried about the wrong, quote, grifters here. Either way, if you don't have some compassion for those who are less fortunate, at least have some common sense about what their suffering is going to look like for you. And then I stopped for 15 minutes. And then I thought, that was beautifully written.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because we're all going to lose here.
And and for me, the most important sentence in that whole thing,
Yeah,
we're in this together.
correct.
This is all of this is all of us.
Right.
We're here on this little speck in the universe
And what happens to you does
together.
affect me. And what happens to somebody I don't
All
even
of
know.
us.
Right. Right.
Yes. So
Yep.
let's figure it out.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks, Obama.
Oh,
Hello. Hey, man. I need your help.